A client in the pre-contemplation stage is underestimating the benefits of changing. In addition, he's likely overestimating the costs it would take to change. There's a sense of risk for the client as the perceived costs are outweighing the perceived benefits. Therefore, his focus will be elsewhere, creating a sense of non-contemplation regarding the particular concern noticed by the health practitioner. The client may simply be resigned, believing in his inability to change rather than his ability in achieving new possibilities. If someone were to bring up the concern and he's not ready to hear it, there are some instances when the client might react defensively or shun the suggestion. This would be an indication to the health practitioner that this client is in the pre-contemplation stage. If he's unable to contemplate the benefit of the change, then he's simply not ready. An interesting aspect about the pre-contemplation stage is that the person is not aware of being in the stage while they are in it. A prominent example of this unaware stage is when a client has a health concern and has yet to factor dietary changes as part of the solution. For instance, a client might not even consider his diet in response to a sinus infection. He may opt to take an antibiotic. But what if the client continues to get sinus infections and he begins to realize that taking an antibiotic isn't helping with his overall sinus health? This is what the pre-contemplation stage might look like for a client with this concern. Primarily, the question becomes, will the client bring this health concern to the forefront, or will he keep it on the back burner? Through balancing the ratio of perceived costs and benefits, the client can improve his ability to contemplate the concern at hand. Overestimated costs must decrease, and the underestimated benefits must increase. In witnessing this shift in ratio, the health practitioner makes the deliberate assertion whether or not to pursue this concern further, deciding if there's an opening to assist the client to move into the next stage. If there's progressive movement from the pre-contemplation stage, then the client enters the contemplation stage. Somehow the benefit in considering the health concern begins to show up for the client, or the emphasis on the costs of changing diminishes. In effect, this alters the perceived costs and benefits ratio. Sometimes a client experiences a rude awakening to a health concern, and it pushes him into having to contemplate the possibility of changing. There can also be a mild catalyst, like having a friend or health practitioner propose a new idea in a convincing way.